Welcome back to Perfect Title, everyone. We're continuing judging our next batch, this week's contestants. And I want to show off my talent because I want to be a perfect idol. I do everything. See, it's me and Patrick. Here's Bobby, and I made her dream come true, and I gave her 3.
Ah, thank you.
And then I made sure that Keith had his awesome hat on.
Yes!
I look like Jesus.
Yeah, so she got it right.
Awesome. I give you 3 thumbs up, Christina.
No, Patrick.
That's a thumb.
You only have 2. Sorry. We can do that.
All right, let's get back to business. It's time for Christopher Hainham, and we're going to start off with Patrick this time.
Me?
Yeah.
So I like that he did the whole setup at the tub and the candles and the hello, welcome, but it also ate up a whole bunch of time. I think I liked the setup more than the execution on that. Ultimately, I mean, I was like, that's goofy, and I can respect that, but we didn't really get as much as we could have as far as the actual talent. On the voice side of things, he gave us a lot of different characters, which is good, but they all pretty much sounded the same, which is not good. I needed the stakes overall to be higher. I didn't believe the characters, and with them all pretty much sounding the same, there wasn't a lot of differentiation. So I am going to say no.
That is 1 no. Let's move on to Mommy.
Yes, Christopher. So I appreciate that you chose a lot of different scenes, but again, it all sounded the same. So I think you can focus on maybe trying to convey different emotions. I think you are good at comedy stuff. So I say, yes, focus on more serious drama stuff. That would be good. And on your talent, I was very confused because you said you like cosplaying when you were naked. So I wasn't sure where you were going. So I'm glad that you actually showed some footage, but I wasn't impressed so much. So I'm sorry. Thumbs down.
All right, so Keith, what do you say?
Sure. Well, Christopher, I have to admit, when your talent started off, I got very scared. You were sitting in that bathtub. I was afraid you were going to like blow bubbles underwater or something and be like, this is going. So I'm kind of glad that didn't happen. Part of me kind of wanted that to happen. Again, if you made those cosplays 100% yourself, those were really impressive cosplays. If not, then no. So I wish you'd tell us these things. That really kind of helps. Voice-wise, I like the youth in your voice. There's a geeky quality in your voice, which is a good thing. Would lend itself to a lot of characters, especially in anime, I think. And my comment on it was kind of the same as the others. Felt like you kind of stayed in this safe zone, but you were supposed to be pushing it in a certain direction, and I don't know, you just kind of stayed in that same spot. You didn't get goofy enough when you needed to get goofy. You didn't get serious enough when you needed to get serious, or sound determined enough or angry. It was just hints of that, and there were really a lot of opportunities in what you chose to hit those. So I think you missed a lot of opportunities for yourself. So they all sounded the same to me, and unfortunately for that, I got to give you a thumbs down, which doesn't matter because you already had 2.
Sorry, Christopher, but I really liked your rubber ducky. It was really cute. We're moving on.
Rubber ducky, you're the one. Astro Boy!
All right, let's move on to Alexis Melvin. Why don't you start off, Sarah? Mommy.
Yes, Alexa. So you have a very, very cute voice. You have a perfect voice for anime. However, I didn't feel that you are owning the characters at all, and also a little bit slowly. So I wasn't sure if you are actually training, or I think if you don't be afraid to go a little bit more over the top if you need to, when you can, that's better. And for talent, sketch, I couldn't really see when you were drawing, and again, you know, you wasted like 15, 20 seconds by just talking about it. So if you had that 20 seconds, I think your sketch would have been better to show us. So since you're not the fast sketch person, I don't think your talent video worked. So I have to say no, although Christina looked very cute.
Let's move on to Patrick.
So I like the fact that she did something in real time, because there had so many people like telling us about things or showing us the final product. I mean, I realized having the camera off to the side, it wasn't the most dynamic minute of my life I've ever spent, but I appreciated the fact that there was, you know, a timer going, and there was that sense of like, okay, it's got to happen now, it's got to happen now. And then when I saw the final sketch, I was like, okay, that happened. I feel bad saying that. I felt like the setup didn't quite justify the payoff so much. On the VO side of things, she was doing the cute anime girl voice, and that's fine. I do it. Keith does it. But I felt like I just wanted more variety and more commitment. I felt like she was like, well, I got the anime girl voice and scene. Whereas really that's where it starts, not where it ends. So I'm going to have to say no.
All right, and let's move on to Keith.
Alexis. Okay, we'll start with talent. You talked about animating. I wish you would have showed us your animation. You could have had a screen in the background that you focused in on or something. That would have been great. I don't know why you felt pressured to do it. If you're a quick drawing sketch artist, that's what your thing, cool. But you're not. So why didn't you show us a bunch of your drawings that you could have done over weeks or years? We're not going to know, and we would have been impressed. I think that would have been better. I don't know why you put that crunch time pressure on yourself. I think it was to your disadvantage. As far as the voice, okay, you've got the cute anime girl voice. The acting was pretty good, but honestly, I mean, it sounds like everybody else, and that's all you showed. Well, it doesn't sound like Patrick or me, really, but it's better than we do on our cute anime girl voices. But it just sounded like everyone else, and it left me going like, well, why would I bring you in? Show me your real voice and other things you can do. Otherwise, if I were bringing someone in, why not bring in Stephanie Shea? Why not bring in Christina V? Why would I bring you in? What else can you do? So unfortunately for me, this time is another, like a broken record. Thumbs down.
All right. Well, thank you for drawing me, though. I'm really flattered that you chose me for your artistic portrait. We're going to move on now to Laura Tavoon. Tavoon? Correct me if I'm wrong on that. If you know how to spell, guys, or pronounce, guys. Tavoon? Tudon. Laura Tudon. Patrick, why don't you start us off?
I start? Okay, so I gotta admit, I have a beef with people like saying, okay, doing voices is my talent. No, doing voices is the voice part. This is the other video. You can't double dip like that. Also, they weren't rocking my world. You know, if you are gonna double dip and you're gonna say like that thing that I'm showing you I can do is also my talent, like separate from the thing that I'm doing, you gotta rock my world, and you didn't. And I mean, you rapped better than I did, but honestly, that's not saying much. On the VO side of things, again, a broken record, I feel like, but doing both characters in the scene did not do you any favors. They both pretty much sounded the same. Part of that was because you were using the filter, but the other part was they were just kind of flat. I mean, I realized the scene was intimate, and it wasn't going to be top of your lungs, but if you're doing a scene that's small and intimate and up close, there are these little nuances that you have to get in the voice, and I wasn't getting them. And without those nuances, it was just like, you know, pulse, no. So everything felt flat. I'm going to say no.
All right. Mommy.
Yes, Laura. So the voice, I actually liked what you did, except for the echoes. Again, echoes not good. We went over that, but we never record two characters at the same time, but this is kind of first time I felt like, wow, she actually does it well, kind of thing. So I definitely was able to hear that you are two different characters, and I think you did that well. And I actually did pick up the emotions. So I know it's very subtle, but in anime, that kind of subtle emotions happen all the time. So I would like to hear what you can do when it's a bigger, more wackier kind of situation. I really liked what you did. And for talent, I wasn't really impressed any of them, and especially the rap, but I appreciate the adaptation. That was great. So I'm saying yes.
All right. Keith, why don't you finish off this round?
Alrighty, I will do that. Talent-wise, because that's where I go first. You know, I've said it before. Great personality video. It didn't really show. I mean, did it show any talent other than acting? I actually liked your K-pop song. It was infectious for some reason to me. I don't know if it was good or not, but it made me smile. It brought me joy. So maybe you could have done just that in a bathtub. What? That would have been crazy. That would have been off the chain. And it was good rap. I know rap. You know, come on, I know rap. I'm ghetto. I'm on street. Voice-wise, you cheated, as far as I'm concerned. You cheated. You put that effect on, that filter, like an echo cave filter, and it's so hard. I mean, everything just sounds cool like that. Boring, but cool. And I want to hear the nuances in your voice that separates you. I don't want this filter to kind of mumble that all together, so there's just this cool dream filter sound. So, I mean, I couldn't even judge. It sounded all the same to me, and a lot of it, I think, was that effect. I didn't mind the two characters. I just minded the effect a lot. So for me, it is a thumbs down. 2 down for 2 down.
All right.
I know. I'm ruthless.
Thank you very much, Laura. We hope you will keep on practicing and getting better at your craft.
初めて外の現実を見て、俺は震えた。
一人じゃなくてよかった。大丈夫、長手。
最高の武具と名誉、お前は俺の目の前から2つとも奪っていった。
額の傷から見て接近戦をやった。谷風、お前のせいで。
俺たちの時間はゼロじゃない。